Okay. Good morning, children.
Good
Good
morning.
morning.
Ma'am.
Okay, children. So in the previous period, we are discussing about similarity, isn't it? Similarity and congruence. Similarity of objects, similarity of two figures. So two figures or two objects are said to be similar if Meghna, two figures or two objects are said to be similar if, when will you say two objects?
They have same shape but different size.
Similar if they have the same shape and same size, isn't it? Adidev, when will you say two objects to be congruent?
When they have same measurements for the lines, angles, and the shape of same.
They should have the same shape and same size, isn't it? Amina, whether all congruent figures are similar?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. What about its converse? What about its converse?
No.
No. Okay. So if it is no, okay, for the exam they will ask, give an example. So you can set your own example. Like you can draw two squares and you can say they are. Okay, they are similar but not congruent. Okay. And we discussed about the condition for two polygons to be similar. When will you say two polygons to be similar? Nas Parveen? What is the condition for two polygons to be similar? Nas Parveen? Nas Parveen, when will you say two polygons are similar?
Ma'am, when the ratio are equal.
Ratio of what? Simply we can't say ratio. What?
Corresponding angles are equal.
Okay, very good, Lolita. Corresponding angles must be equal. Then,
Corresponding sides are proportional.
corresponding sides must be in or proportional. That means it should be enlarged or decreased in the same ratio. Okay, enlarging must be done everywhere in the same ratio or diminishing must be done in the same ratio. Okay. Okay, so look at this one. What we discussed about similar figures. Two figures having the same shape but not necessarily the same size are called similar figures. Then we discussed about congruent. All congruent figures are similar but all similar figures are not congruent. Next we discussed about similar polygons. Two polygons are said to be similar to each other if, what are the things we wrote? Corresponding angles are equal and the corresponding sides are proportional. Okay. Then we discussed about this one also. Two lines. If you take any two line segments, they are always similar. If you take two circles, they are always similar. Similarly, two squares are always similar. Now, children, do this one. Answer this one. Write this question and answer it. Write this one. Fill in the blanks. Write this one. Answer these questions.
Should we write in the note?
Yes. Start answering these questions, children. Copy this in your notebook. Yes, Muhammad Aman, Lolita, Fia, Johan, turn on your video. Pratyusha, Muhammad Aman, Savio, Surya, Vishnupriya, Haya, turn on your video. Surya, Vishnupriya, Haya, Savio, Adil Muhammad.
Ma'am, my net is not stable.
Okay, Vishnu, okay. And what about the others, Savio?
Finish, ma'am.
Finished. Okay. Okay, children. Now, give me the answers. Arjun, what is the answer? Yes, Lolita?
Not finished.
Not finished. Johan, is it over? Johan?
Ma'am, finished.
Oh, okay. Yes, Arjun, read the first one and give the answer, Arjun.
Made incomplete. I joined some minutes ago.
The first question you completed, first one.
I am copying questions first.
Rosebi, can you give the answer for the first one? All? Can you repeat it, Rosebi? All circles are similar, isn't it? Which one is correct? All circles
Similar.
are similar. What about the next one? Nirupama. All squares.
All squares are similar.
All squares are similar. Next. Surya, third one. Surya, answer the third one, Surya.
Isosceles.
Yes? All? Repeat it, Surya.
Equilateral.
All? You read the sentence fully. Don't give only the answer. You read it.
Equilateral triangles are similar.
All equilateral triangles are similar. You take equilateral triangles, all the equilateral triangles are similar. Savio, the fourth one, Savio.
Yes, ma'am.
Fourth one.
Their corresponding angles are proportional.
Read it fully. From the beginning, you read it. Okay, then only it will be clear for you. Next time on.
Two polygons of the same number of sides are similar if their corresponding angles are proportional and their
Corresponding angles are?
corresponding angles are equal and their corresponding sides are proportional.
And the corresponding sides are proportional. Okay, corresponding angles are equal and the corresponding sides are proportional. Is it okay, Pratyush? Is it clear? This is what we discussed in the previous period. Is it okay, children? Any doubt up to this? Is it okay?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Now look at this figure, children. Tell me, are they similar? For the exams, they may ask questions like this. Okay, you are given with two figures like this. Are they similar?
No, ma'am.
No, ma'am.
No means we should give the reason. Why?
The shape is not same.
Instead of that, okay, what is the another term you can say instead of not mentioning the shape? What is the term we can use?
Length.
Yes.
Look at the length. Length, are they proportional? Look at the ratio. One
Yes,
point.
ma'am.
No, ma'am.
Size.
What about the sides? Are they proportional? If you divide it by,
Yes, ma'am.
so sides are proportional, isn't it? Here, sides are proportional. Then why they are not similar?
Their
Angles are not
similar.
equal.
Very good. Angles are not equal. Okay, you should mention the reason clearly. If I write simply they are not similar, if it is a 1 mark question, we will be getting only half a mark only. We should explain it, which one is not satisfying. So here, all the sides are proportional. Look at here, when you divide it, all the ratios are same only we are getting. But corresponding angles are not equal. Okay, so corresponding angles are not equal. Therefore, they are not similar. Therefore, they are not similar.
Ma'am, should we write it?
Yes, yes, yes. These are some problems, children. These are the problems you will get for 1 mark questions. Draw the figure and write the question. Are they similar? So here, the sides are proportional, but the corresponding angles are not equal. Therefore, they are not similar.
Ma'am, but the similar figures is two figures having the same shape but necessarily not the same size.
Yes. Is it the shape same?
No.
One is a rectangle. What about the other one? Is it a rhombus?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Parallelogram. Okay, you can say that is a parallelogram. So here, shapes are, okay, sides are same. If you look at the sides are proportional, but the angles are not equal. Both are polygons. Okay, both are, okay, if you take these two figures, both are quadrilaterals. But corresponding angles are not equal. That property is failed. For a polygon, for similarity, two conditions are to be satisfied. Corresponding sides must be proportional and corresponding angles are equal. Here, corresponding angles are not equal. Therefore, they are not similar. Is it okay? Is it okay, John?
Yes, ma'am.
Now look at the next question. 1 second. Okay, it's not. Okay, I think it's not there. Okay, I'll draw two figures. Tell me whether they are similar or not similar. Okay, you have to tell me. Identify whether they are similar or not. Write the question. Write the question. Again, similar question only. Write down. Are the figures similar? Are the figures similar?
Ma'am, what's the question?
Are these figures similar or not? Are the figures similar or not? Are the figures similar or not? Are they similar? Are they similar?
They are similar
Why?
because they have the same size. No, they have the same shape.
They have the same shape.
Their side is equal and the triangle also.
Side is it proportional? In polygon, how we have to check? We have angles must be equal and the sides must be proportional. We look at the sides.
Ma'am, not
No,
proportional.
ma'am.
If you take the side 2 by 5, will it be equal to 3 by 6?
No, ma'am.
It is not equal, isn't it? Here angles are equal, corresponding angles are equal, but the sides are not proportional. Corresponding, is it okay, Melvin? Okay. Here, corresponding angles are equal. The criteria for checking two polygons to be equal are corresponding angles are equal and the corresponding sides must be proportional. Here, the corresponding sides are not proportional. Corresponding sides are not proportional. Therefore, they are not similar. Corresponding sides are not proportional, therefore they are not similar. Afsana, are you ready for the seminar? Afsana? Afsana? Are you ready for the seminar, Afsana? Afsana, can you hear me? Write the next one, children. Write the next one. Write the next question. Verify whether the polygons are similar or not. 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 Are they similar?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. Why? If you are saying, if your answer is why, it should, okay, if you are saying yes or no, be ready with the explanations also. Your answer is correct. It is yes. But why?
Are
Divide
proportional.
the second figures by
Huh.
2, we get the same ratio. That's
Yes. Look at the sides. Here 2.4, when you multiply it by 2, when you double it, 2.4, when you double it, you will get 4.8, isn't it? 2.4 by 4.8. Look at the next one, 2.5. When we double this one, we will get 5. It is double, isn't it? 1.5, when you double it, it will be 3. Again 2.1, when we double this, it will be 4.2. So all the sides are proportional. Corresponding sides are proportional. Corresponding sides are proportional. What about the angles?
same.
Angles are equal.
Angles
Corresponding.
are equal. Corresponding angles are equal. Corresponding angles are equal. Therefore, the polygons are similar. Therefore, the polygons are similar. Therefore, the polygons are similar.
Yes, ma'am.
Is it clear, children? Rosabi, is it okay? Nas, Parveen, Fia,
Yes, ma'am.
Johan, are you getting this concept? Huh?
Yes, ma'am.
Surya? Surya, is it clear? Surya?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so two polygons are said to be similar if corresponding angles are equal and corresponding sides are proportional. Now same thing we are going to apply it for triangle. We know that triangle is a polygon, isn't it? Triangle is a polygon. So what is the criteria for two triangles to be similar? When you say two triangles are similar,
Ma'am, when they are equilateral.
no, based on this polygon. Now we learned criteria for polygon.
Angles should be equal.
Which angles? Yes, Lolita. Which
Interior
angles?
angles.
Interior means here also corresponding interior angles. Okay. Here we have to mention that word corresponding. Corresponding angles must be equal and the corresponding sides are proportional. The same thing because the polygon, if you take a triangle, it is a polygon. Okay. So write the heading. Next one. Criteria for similarity of triangles. Write the heading. Criteria for similarity of triangles. Criteria for similarity of triangles. Criteria for similarity of triangles. Under that first one, two triangles are said to be similar. Two triangles are said to be similar if two triangles are said to be similar if here also two conditions must be satisfied. First one, the corresponding angles. First one, the corresponding angles are equal. Corresponding angles are equal. Second one, the corresponding sides. Second one, the corresponding sides are proportional. Either we can say proportional or we can use the word they are in same ratio. Proportional means ratio is same. Okay? Proportional means ratio is same. So the corresponding angles are equal or the corresponding sides are proportional. Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Okay, children. Two triangles are said to be similar if the corresponding angles are equal and the corresponding sides are proportional. Now all of you sit straight, children. We are going to learn one important theorem. Okay, very important repeated theorem. Basic proportionality theorem. Okay, before learning that one, but let me ask, what is the formula for area of a triangle?
Half BH.
Half BH. What does B stands for?
Base.
Base. What about H?
Height.
Height.
What is meant by height?
Altitude.
Altitude. What is meant by altitude?
Hypotenuse.
No, it's not hypotenuse. Okay,
Ma'am, one of the
hypotenuse.
side, longest
That
side.
vertically.
What is meant by
vertical side.
altitude?
High.
It should be perpendicular to the base. Okay.
90 degree.
It should be perpendicular. Okay. Now listen, children. Listen. Listen. Suppose I am drawing one right angle triangle. Listen, children. Suppose it is a right angle triangle. Here it is 90 degrees. So one side we can take it as base. The other side will be taking as a height. Area of the triangle is half into base into height. Okay. What about an acute angle triangle? What is meant by acute angle triangle?
Two sides are equal and one
A
side is
triangle
Acute
which angle is
triangle.
lower than 90.
Triangle is said to be acute angle triangle if
Angle is lower than 90 degree.
all the angles are less than 90.
90 degree.
Okay, if you take the angles, each angle must be less than 90 means we call it as an acute angle triangle. What about the altitude of an acute angle triangle? Okay, it will be lying inside. When you draw the altitude, it will lie inside. What about an obtuse angle triangle?
All angles are more than 90 degree.
No, if you take all angle more than 90, will it be obtuse? What is the definition? So if I take this as 95, this is 96, all angle is greater than 90. Will it be a triangle? What we have learned about triangle? Sum of angles must be 180, isn't it? When you add the angles, we should get 180. Is it 180 here? Will it be 180?
No, ma'am.
No. Then what is the definition? So what is the definition of obtuse angle triangle?
one angle is over 90 degree.
Yes. If one angle is greater than 90. If one angle is greater than 90. Now look at your children. So suppose this is an obtuse angle triangle. Okay, suppose I am taking AB as the base. Its altitude will be lying outside. When you extend the base, look at here, this is the altitude. Altitude will lie outside. If this is the base, altitude means perpendicular drawn from the opposite vertex to the base. So the altitude will be lying outside. Is it clear? All these things we have learned in our lower classes. Listen, in a right angle triangle, one of the side will be the altitude. Look at here, in right angle triangle, one of the side we can take it as altitude. For an acute angle triangle, altitude will be lying inside. But what about an obtuse angle triangle? Altitude means perpendicular drawn from one vertex to the opposite side. Altitude means perpendicular drawn from one vertex to the opposite side. If I take this side, for this side, altitude will be lying outside. Is it clear? And what is the formula for area of a triangle? Area of a triangle is
Half into BH.
base into height. Okay, now we are going to learn very important theorem. Okay, very important. Write the heading. State and prove. For the exam, statement will not be given. We have to learn and write the statement also. Write the heading. State and prove basic proportionality theorem. State and prove basic proportionality theorem. Basic proportionality theorem. Okay. It is, okay, we denote like this, BPT. BPT, basic proportionality theorem. BPT, state and prove basic proportionality theorem. It is otherwise called, one more name is there, it is called Thales theorem. It is otherwise called Thales theorem. It is otherwise called Thales theorem. Basic proportionality theorem or Thales theorem. Okay, so the statement. What is the statement? For the exam, the question will be state and prove. So we have to learn the statement also. Look at the statement. Statement. If a line is drawn, parallel to, one side of a triangle. If a line is drawn parallel to one side of a triangle, to intersect, if a line is drawn parallel to one side of a triangle to intersect the other two sides, in distinct points, then the other two sides are divided in the same ratio. Then the other two sides are divided in the same ratio. Then the other two sides are divided in the same ratio. This is the statement of the BPT, basic proportionality theorem. The statement is, if a line is drawn parallel to one side of a triangle, to intersect the other two sides, in distinct points, then the other two sides are divided in the same ratio. This is the statement of BPT. Okay, this is an important 5-mark question. Very important 5-mark question. State and prove BPT. So what is the statement here? Rizwan, read the statement. Rizwan, read the statement of BPT.
If a line is drawn parallel to one side of a triangle to intersect the other two sides in distinct points, then the other sides are divided into the same ratio. So
listen, children. Okay, so proof we'll be learning it tomorrow. We'll be learning the proof in the next class. If I start also, you'll not be able to complete. Now, first you understand the statement. Learn the statement by heart and come tomorrow. Okay?
Yes, ma'am.
So look at the statement. What is given in the statement? Look at the statement. What is given here? Okay, look at the statement. A line is drawn. Okay, what is here? A line is drawn parallel to one side of a triangle. So imagine, suppose you are given with a triangle. Suppose it is ABC is the given triangle. What we are going to do? We are going to draw a line parallel to one side of a triangle. A line is drawn parallel to one side. Suppose I am drawing a line XY parallel to the side of the triangle, parallel to one side. Don't draw the figure, first listen, understand the statement. A line is drawn parallel to one side of a triangle to intersect the other two sides. Intersect means, is it cutting at two sides? Okay, is it cutting at other two
Yes,
sides?
ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Is intersecting the other two sides in distinct points. Distinct point means different points. It is cutting at two different points. Then, what do you have to prove? The other two sides are divided in the same ratio. That means, these two sides, okay, if you draw a line, is it dividing this line into two parts? AX is one part,
Yes, ma'am.
XB is the other part. Same way, the same line is dividing AC into two parts. Which are the other two parts? AY
Y and XC, YC.
YC. Okay, what do you have to prove? When if a line is dividing like this, the ratios will be same. That means you have to prove AX by XB is equal to AY by YC. It divides it in the same ratio. Is it clear? Read the statement again. If a line is drawn parallel to one side of a triangle. So, for this base BC, for the base BC, we are drawing one line parallel to it. So, if a line is parallel to intersect the other two sides of the triangle, okay, it is intersecting the other two sides at distinct points, then these two sides will be divided in the same ratio. Then the other two sides will be divided in the same ratio. That means we have to prove AX by XB is equal to AY by YC. This is what we have to prove. Okay? So is the statement clear? Is the statement okay for you children? Clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Rizwan? Huh? Understand the statements and learn it. Okay, by understanding only you can learn the theorem and all. Okay, if you simply by heart it, you will not be able to reproduce it during the exam. Understand the theorem. Likewise, this theorem will be applying in many problems. Okay, based on the theorem, one full exercise is there. Around 12 important questions are there. If you understand this theorem only, you will be able to do that questions. So tomorrow's work is you learn the theorem, learn the concepts of similarity and come.
Ma'am, what
Okay.
we should prove in that statement?
Huh?
What we should prove?
What is?
What we should prove?
What do you have to prove? Look at there. What do you have to prove? The two sides are proportional. If your line is dividing like this, these two sides are proportional. AX by XB. The length, okay, AX by XB will be same as AY by YC. It divides it into equal, okay, not equal. The ratios will be same. Okay, if it divides this side 5 centimeter and this is 4 means here also it will be 5 and 4. It divides equally. The ratio of division will be same.
So the triangle should be isosceles.
No need, it's not needed. Okay, all that. Okay, it will be proportional. It will be proportional only. It is no need to be isosceles. Okay, if it is dividing, for example, suppose if it is coming like this, look at here, suppose it is 3 and 6. And here if it is 1 and 2, whether the ratio will be same or not.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so no need to be isosceles, only the sides to be proportional.
If it is a right angle triangle, how it?
In right angle triangle also you will get. Okay, in right angle triangle also, okay, the same condition will get satisfied. That and all we will be learning. Okay, so tomorrow you learn the statement and come. So now, not Afsana, who is the person taking the seminar? Is
Aman Chetty.
yes, Aman. Aman, start. You can start.
Ma'am, can you see it?
Yes, yes. What about the others? Is it children? Is it okay?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, you can start.
Today we are going to solve a word problem from the chapter quadratic equations. So the question is this: sum of areas of two squares is 400 centimeter square. the difference of their perimeters is 16 centimeter, and the question asked is find the sides of two squares. So we are taking x and y as the sides of the squares, and in this question it is given that sum of areas is equal to 400 centimeter square and difference in perimeter is 16 centimeter. So we can form equations from this given information. So we can form like x square plus y square equal to 400 centimeter square. Here it came because x square plus y square because area of square is equal to a square. So when we multiply or when we take the square of x and y, we will get the area. And the next equation is that 4x minus 4y equal to 16 centimeter. It's based on their perimeters. So first step we have to do is divide 4x minus 4y equal to 16 centimeter by 4. So we will get x minus y equal to 4. And further simplification, to find x, we can take that x is equal to 4 plus 5. We can take it as third equation. Now we have to substitute third equation in the first equation. So the first equation is x square plus y square equal to 400. Now when we substitute, it will become 4 plus 5 the whole square plus y square equal to 400. So here we are taking the formula that a plus b the whole square. It is a square plus 2ab plus b square. So 4 square is equal to 16 centimeter, 16, and 2ab is equal to 8y, and b square is equal to y square. So when we substitute, it will become 16 plus 8y plus y square is equal to 400. Now we can add those y square and it will become 2y square plus 8y plus 16 is equal to 400. So to simplify it, we can do like 2y square plus 8y plus 16 minus 400 is equal to 0. So it will become 2y square plus 8y minus 384 equal to 0. Now we have to divide 2y square plus 8y minus 384 equal to 0 by 2 because 2 is common in these terms, and it will become y square plus 4y minus 192 equal to 0. Now we have to apply the quadratic formula. So we all know that quadratic formula is x is equal to minus b plus or minus root of b square minus 4ac by 2. Here a is equal to 1, b is equal to 4, and c is equal to minus 192. So when we substitute the values, it will become, we have to find y. So we are substituting y instead of x, and it will become y is equal to minus 4 plus or minus root of 4 square minus 4 into 1 into minus 192 by 2 into 1. So now let's find what is b square minus 4ac. B square minus 4ac is 4 square minus 4 into 1 into minus 192. That is 16 plus 768. And b square minus 4ac is equal to 784. Now when we substitute this value in the quadratic formula, we can say that minus 4 plus or minus root of 784 by 2 is equal to y. So the root of 784 is equal to minus 28. 28. So when we substitute 28, that will become minus 4 plus or minus 28 by 2. We are taking plus here because if we take minus, it will become minus 4 minus 28. That will become minus 32 by 2, and it will become minus 16. But we cannot take a negative value as a side of a square. So we are taking as plus, and it will become minus 4 plus 28. That is 24 by 2. That is equal to 12. So y is equal to 12. The one side of side of one square is 12. And the next one, to find x, we can just substitute the value of y in the given formula before. So x is equal to y plus 4, that is 12 plus 4, that is 16. So x is equal to 16. So the sides are 12 centimeter and 16 centimeter. That's all about this question. If anybody have any doubts, you can ask it now. Anybody?
No.
Okay, children, any doubt? Anybody having doubt?
No, ma'am.
No. Okay, Aman, you make me as host, Aman. Okay. Okay, children. Okay, Aman, you did well. Okay, you prepared well. That is, okay, that we are able to understand. Okay, that's what we are able to complete it within that one. The presentation is nice. Okay, very colorful.
you, ma'am.
Okay, children. So, I think that problem, is it clear? What he explained, is it okay for you?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, children. I end the session now. Thank you. Meet you in the
Thank
next
you,
class.
ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am.